So guys, our green pepper trees are loaded. They are loaded with peppers, and we did something today that you guys would not believe we did. Stay tuned. So guys, what I am doing right now is cleaning up these green pepper trees. A lot of the leaves are showing signs of sickness, and I'll zoom in so that you can take a look. So this one here is one that I already went in and really just cleaned it up, cut all the leaves off. If you could see, they have a whole lot of new leaves that are getting ready to come out. So the important thing to do is remember, these leaves will not repair itself. It's best to take them off so that the plant can concentrate its energy into the fruits and the healthy leaves. So I'm going in and just going to do some grooming to these trees, and I'll come back and let you see the end results and record a little of the process of me actually grooming them so you can see. So let me show you what I've already taken off, and if you look, you can see a whole lot of the leaves are really sick. It's so important that you get them off. And of course, a lot of this came about as a result of neglect, because I would always come in and really groom my green pepper trees, wash the leaves on a regular base, and I haven't been doing that in a while. So since we transplant them here on this bed, I'm going in because I know the tree itself is going to need all the energy to concentrate on actually, just adapting to this new environment. So I really don't want the tree to be focused on no bad energy or leaves that would never repair itself. So leaves like this, you're going to want to take off, and it'll help your plants. I promise you'll see a difference when you remove those bad leaves. So example of one that I would have already groomed, and these ones here are, I'm going to go down the line. I'm going to be grooming all of them today because I would definitely want the tree to concentrate all of its energy on adapting to this new environment, as well as the fruit, because a lot of them do have green peppers on them. So if you look, you would see that they have. We took a chance, guys. We took a chance to transfer these trees and their full mature state. It's something that we never did before, but we are really doing a lot of work on the property and working on getting our raised beds in line. So we made up our mind we're going to just take the chance and do it. We do have some green peppers that we already potted for this new season, so we pray that these do well in the new environment, but if not, we would just have to go ahead and rely on those new ones that we would have already planted. But I'm hopeful that they will do well, and we'll definitely keep you guys updated on the progress of these trees. So right about now, I think I may have really put too much water in them. So if you see the leaves, they're looking kind of limp, but I'm going to come in and go and snip all of the heavy damaged leaves off, and I'm sure it's going to perk them up a little bit. So stay tuned, guys, to see the process of pruning these sweet pepper trees. You want to be careful, especially if it's a mature plant, because you want to remember that these plants have growing fruit on them, or vegetables, I would say. So you want to be careful not to tamper with it. Like this one here is really loaded with a whole lot of green peppers. And these green peppers are normally, like if you kind of hit them, they could get a little sensitive and drop off the vine. So we are doing cleanup today. I know sometimes that when you have to prune, it seems as though you really like harming your tree, but it's so important to understand that you are making room for new healthy leaves, and you are making sure that the plant would not focus all of the energy on actually healing or trying to heal something that cannot be healed. So you want to definitely get rid of the dead weight. And you see a big difference once you prune. If any of you garden you understand the importance of pruning your trees. If he ain't there but you, he must not know but you is. So y'all might help us today. My nephew and my son, they've been at it all day. But they're working. They're doing such an excellent job. Let me drop a pin in there, guys. If you are looking to have your yard maintained, because today I came in and honestly there was so much that needed to be done. Because remember in a previous video I shared that we are doing some, just revamping to the garden and just trying to structure the garden a little bit better. But I realized that there are some things that you just can't do by yourself. So I had to call in my son's company, which is Rolls Low Cost Maintenance. So I'm going to drop his information in there. And if you're looking for someone to take care of your yard, I mean, just go ahead and take it all over, organize. And I'm actually going to show you guys a video and how he is already getting me set up along with his manager, Israel, how they're getting us set up and just structured. And they come in your yard, they walk about, they give you a quote and let you know exactly what they're going to do. So if you're looking to have your yard just revamped, structured, set up, they even go ahead and build you raised beds if you want that type of stuff. So their company, Rolls Low Cost Maintenance, is awesome. So I had to call them in today because I realized that I just could not do it like I normally do on my own. So once I get me set up and structured, I will be able to go in and kind of like maintain it myself because they're really doing a good job at, I'm talking about, my yard is full of a whole lot of rocks, and I was thinking on getting rid of the rocks. But if you guys see how they have these rocks set up to my fence, I mean they made a beauty out of the rock. So it's so important to have people come in who have a love for what they're doing, and it's so obvious that they have a love for what they're doing, and they just work non-stop. I had to actually tell them stop, take a lunch break, even though it's our son's company. So definitely I'm going to drop their link in there so they can come in, give you a quote, get you set up with your backyard garden, with your raised beds, whatever it is that you need to make your backyard a peaceful, nice place. Also, they do lawns, they do boating. I mean, the list goes on and on. So I'm going to give you the link so that you can go to their page and see all the services that they do offer, guys, okay? So let's get back to pruning these trees. And if you can see, you can already see that they are looking so much better. The leaves are looking lively because why? We got rid of all of the dead weight. All right? And you're going to see in a couple of days the fruit, the vegetable, which is the green peppers, are going to grow, I mean, like crazy, because now the tree can focus all of its energy on the fruit as well as the healthy leaves that are there. All right? And I know sometimes we know what needs to be done, but we get so lazy in our garden, and we tend to think once we put these seeds in the ground, like they're gonna take care of themselves. But just remember, these are living things, and living things need to be taken care of. So you definitely don't want to just put them in the ground and leave them there. They need love, they need nutrients, they need water. So they need to be cleaned. You know how it feels when you clean your house? That's how these plants feel when you take the weed from around them, You don't want to keep them in a dirty home. And I would normally do a really good job at maintaining the yard, but unfortunately we all fall short and we get lazy. But I am back because my babies told me by the way they look that I have been neglecting them. So I'm going to go back in and remove all of the leaves that are dropping. I'm just focusing my attention now on pruning the unhealthy leaves, and then I'll definitely go back in and clean up. Alright guys, let us know how you've been doing with your backyard garden. Let us know how you've been doing with your pruning, your maintenance. You know, and don't give up. Don't give up on your garden because it may be looking like a mess. Because we all get there from time to time where our garden looks like a mess. So you just have to catch it before it gets too late. Alright. It looks so much better. And today I almost opted out of doing this, but I remember I had promised that I would bring you guys a video on cleaning up the leaves here. But they're looking so good, I am glad I did. I think it was the sun though. The sun was really scorching today. So the sun almost made me change my mind. Let me make sure you can see what's going on in here. Alright guys. Alrighty. I just want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. And I've never really had to go in and really prune these like how I'm doing now. I would normally just go and wash them off, but they got so bad, guys. They got so bad. I almost didn't. When we did the transfer, I almost didn't put some of these in this spot because I was like, they were at the point of no return. And then my husband said to me, he said, if you look, you'll notice like they have a whole lot of like healthy leaves that are getting ready to shoot. So he said, why not go in and just really clean them up, take your time and clean them up. And that's when I made the decision to come in. But some of them were looking like, oh, it's over. But there's a whole lot of healthy getting ready to emerge. So I'm glad I didn't give up on my green peppers. And let me tell you something about these trees, guys. I would have already harvested from these trees a dozen times. So this is my first time growing. This is the first for a lot of stuff for me. But with the green peppers, this is my first time really like a concentrated growing. I may have in the past maybe played around with one or two seeds, but I'm talking about actually planting a whole lot, you know, just nurturing them. So I wasn't sure of the lifespan. So I was like, okay, I got some green peppers, hooray, and that was it. But then my mother-in-law, she said to me, no, she said, you're going to get continuous peppers from them for a while. So I'm noticing now that some of the trees that already gave us a whole bunch of peppers are getting ready to bring some more again. So I'm excited about that. I'm really in distress. And I'm going to have to do a deep pruning on this one because I definitely see that there is so much, so much green peppers that are getting ready to come out on this one. If my camera person could come in just a little bit, loaded with peppers, So I am going to definitely try and save this one, give it some life, pull all of the bad leaves off of there and see what happens. So I definitely want this plant to concentrate on the energy. I would love the energy to be focused on the fruit as well as the healthy leaves, as opposed to having to repair leaves that are not even repairable, right? So if you take a look at these leaves, you could definitely see they're sick. and they need to be gone. Fortunately, I can see some new leaves that are coming out. So when you're trimming, you also want to be careful not to clip the new leaves, because the plants do need some leaves on there. So you want to preserve every piece of good leaf that is present. And I know sometimes how you do this a little one tedious, but you do whatever it takes to preserve your crop. This particular branch here is loaded with a whole lot of green pepper. Green peppers that are going to be coming up pretty soon, so I want this plant to be focused on producing healthy peppers. And the fortunate thing for me this season was, even though we had a whole lot of plants that were a lot of this mold-looking substance that's on the leaves, they did not affect the peppers at all. So I was grateful for that as well. Alright guys, so if you take a look at the tree, you can already see that it is looking better. Much better. Don't be afraid to prune, guys. Pruning is cleaning up, making room for new fruit, new vegetables. It hurts in the beginning, but the rewards are endless. Always remember, an unhealthy leaf will not repair itself. The only thing that leaf is going to do is to make your plant root system work extremely hard, trying to channel energy to that particular plant when that energy could be focused on the vegetable or the fruit. So you want to definitely go in every now and again based on your plants and do a pruning. And I would give you guys a tip. You don't have to wait until it gets to the point of no return, or so much work that I'm having to put in right now. Whenever you're in your garden, you're passing around and you see dead leaves, just pick them off, or sick leaves, just pick them off as you go, and it makes it so much easier not to have to wait until it gets so bad. So I want you to remember this tree here that I had to really do a deep pruning, and if you look, you're going to see the new tender leaves that are on there. So hopefully, I'm very hopeful that we are going to see these leaves blooming in the next couple of weeks. Another good tip too, especially if you're in a really hot climate, is to put a shade cloth, because we did do a shade cloth, but because we did this transfer, we didn't do a shade cloth on this as yet, but we'll watch and see what happens, and if the sun is too much, we definitely may have to do a shade cloth, especially because we have so much delicate leaves that has to, just come to its mature state. And they don't have the luxury of their big leaves to protect them, so we may go in and put a shade cloth over these green peppers if we see the need. But you'll just watch it and see what happens. Alright guys, so we're going to be back and give you a video of what the full total look like. We're going to go in and continue to just prune the rest of these green peppers, take up all the bad leaves, and we'll come back and let you see how healthy they're going to look after you remove all of the debris. So see you guys in a minute. Hey guys, so we are already done with our green pepper pruning and they are looking really good. Now don't get afraid if you have to prune and your trees look kind of scanty, because remember we removed a whole lot of bad leaves. If you look down, you would see a whole lot of leaves that are on the ground. You look on that side and we're getting ready to do a cleanup. But let me bring you a little bit closer now so you can take a look and see what our trees look like. They are looking amazing. So we hope this video was beneficial to you. If you received any type of help from watching this video, any tips that you're going to take and apply to your gardening, please drop us a comment below and let us know that you enjoyed it, and let us know what did we say that was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget, hit the like and subscribe.